The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with ACT Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I am your host, Blackjack. Joining me once again is my co-host, Foxy, and we are here for Matchday 5 of Division 2 for the first game between Vector Sports and the Peacemakers on the beautiful, beautiful Italian map of Villa. Foxy, Vector Sports, Peacemakers, Division 2, Day 5. How do you feel?
Oh boy, I'm so hyped for this match, as this is going to be the place where we find out who takes away this victory. So let's not waste any more time and get right into the game. That is going to be Villa, just like you said. So Vector Sports, they've been amazing on this map so far in terms of how statistics go. And one thing we've got to notice is that Peacemakers, they haven't had quite the run lately, but they've got to make sure they try and get victories on board if they don't want to get relegated onto Division 3. What do you think is going to happen in this match as we are proceeding to the finales? This is the finale week, in fact. This is going to be the first day of the Division 2 finale. We happened to witness the Division 3 finale last night, and the scoreboard has been released as well. If anybody is joining us later now, can surely check out the scoreboard and the leaderboard on who's lacking, who's winning, who's getting eliminated at the Esports Club social media. That is the Facebook and the Instagram page as well. Let's come back in this game. At the moment, we will be seeing TPM ban Montaigne first, and Vector Sports are going to take out Nomad. Alright, understandable. You're starting off an attack. You maybe want the Nomad, but just a little bit of safekeeping. I mean, I would say You don't want TPM to get over aggressive on you, but then again, you get to play on defense as well. Mira is gonna be all right. Excuse me. Sorry, I just got a little distracted there. Mira is gonna meet the ban phase as well, and we'll be coming down to the last ban. I don't know. I'm expecting a Maestro, maybe an Echo. All right. Well, a very quick TPM. Let's see what that is. All right.
Maestro.
Maestro is gonna get taken out as we actually had quite the play from Skipper in one of these matches. That was Vector Sports versus Phoenix, I assume. I cannot remember, but Vector Sports, they were amazing with the Maestro plays with the Alda in hand. You just have way too many bullets to keep things alive for yourselves. You know, get those kills that you want to, and that is going to be the case at this moment, and we'll be seeing. Let's take a quick look at these rosters first, shall we? Science, Skipper, definitely a noob. Reds, Beaver on the side of Vector Sports. While we have Spidey, Optic, Demolish. Demolish is a new player, alright. Baba Yaga and Kick-Ass on the side of the Peacemakers. And look at that. The Ying play from definitely a noob. A bait and switch from the Blackbeard with the 6th pick is going to be used on the Ying. And alright, understandable. Definitely a noob. She definitely wants to bring that advantage to the board from the side of Vector Sports. And we are off and running with the first round. Demolish, I haven't really seen or heard of this player so far, but maybe this might be the game where I do so. And I for some reason, I just cannot remember who got subbed out as well from the side of TPM. I'm gonna have to take a look at my notes here. Meanwhile, Blackjack. Can you just give us a run through on how this map has been played so far and what we might see as we are proceeding to the finale, day 1, that is, of the Division 2, because these matches are going to be also crucial for finding out who stays at the top, who stays in the bottom, who gets stagnated back in this division for the next season as well. And Blackjack, the mic is yours.
Thank you very much for that, Foxy. And speaking of Villa, of course, we have seen Villa played quite a bit in the WD Black Esports Club League so far. We've seen both these teams go on Villa at least once before in the qualifiers and in the match days. And Villa as a map, we've seen Castle come out a lot. We've seen a lot of Nomad. Lots as we see Demolished right here for Peacemakers. He's actually running around the Memorial and Red Carpet hallway as he's looking to find any operators that he can. But of course, the teams themselves are what make up the match on the map. The map is only a quarter of the game because Vector Sports have had a pretty good time, pretty decent time sitting here in Division 2, while the Peacemakers, they haven't really had a good time at all. If we recall to week 2 of games, they were defeated on both counts. Unfortunately, one was a choke on overtime, and that okay, the Pulse is going to find the Ying here any second now. He has the cardiac sensor, but he's distracted for the timing, and there we go. Definitely the noob gets a kill for himself on that LMG, the T95. He's going to get the headshot as the Jaeger is going to be spotted out, but no, the Jaeger is going to get the kill. That's the first attacker down. That's a big one. Ying gets taken out, but Zofia will refrag onto Demolish. And a flurry of kills in the early segment of the round will ensure Vector Sports a 4-3 man advantage as the bathroom push is going to happen. And oh no, Bandit gets taken out through his own lines of sight as Echo is going to drop the Thatcher, that is Rich, who was inside a bathroom, who was the one getting those kills. Castle as well, he's looking to impact check, and he will be able to. Baba Yaga is going to stop Thermite for the time being, which is going to force the push to go to bathroom, as Zofi is going to use a couple of her concussive nades right there. Saiyan, in the meanwhile, he's on the Thermite pushing bathroom, trying to find a couple of kills for himself. Skipper's going to be joining him through the astronomy stairs, but do they know where the Jaeger is playing? Skipper, he's walking up, but the Barber is going to give him his position. The Echo's going to peek. He's going to take Thermite, and Optica, he won't get the double, excuse me. Skipper's going to clean up on him, and Beaver takes down Baba Yaga. And with that being said, Vector Sports take round 1. I'm stumbling a little bit, but all right. Excuse me for that. And, oh, okay, we've had a bit of a disconnect as well from the side of the Peacemakers, as Baba Yaga has confirmed that they're going to be rehosting for the side of the Peacemakers. So, with that being said, of course, Vector Sports 1-0 on Villa, and we will be right back after the rehost. Stay tuned, everyone. More Siege action coming your way. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. We are back with the game between Vector Sports and the Peacemakers on Villa post rehost. And just a quick reminder for everybody joining us right now. What?
So we actually have a rehost setting done wrong where Vector Sports won round and that is not. So we'll be going for another rehost once again. My apologies. I got a little too focused on getting the bands right, and my bad. We'll be going for a rehost once again, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from the little technical difficulty that we managed to find ourselves in there, but the rehost has finally gone off, and we are back for the game between Vector Sports and the Peacemakers on Villa here at the WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. A reminder for all of our viewers at home, this is match day 5 or finals day 1 for Division 2. Today and tomorrow are the last 2 days Division 2 will be playing. At least this set of teams in Division 2 will be playing for Season 1 before some teams get relegated to Division 3, some teams get promoted to Division 2, and some teams stay where they are. Who will they be? That'll of course be decided at the end of tomorrow, which will be match day 6 of Division 3. But of course we are here for match day 5, so don't go anywhere because the action is only going to get better and better from this point onwards. I am your host Blackjack. Once again, joining me for this game is Foxy once again, and we are back in the game. Vector Sports are 1-0 up here on Villa, and now the game will be underway after the rehost.
Right, so one thing we've got to notice here is that Vector Sports, Reckoning Esports and Phoenix, they stand on equal points on the scoreboard right now. They've got to make sure to win every single match here and now, because if they don't, they might forego the spot for getting that promotion up to the Division 1, and that is exactly what we're looking for. But Spidey, meanwhile, is going to go for a spawn peek here. Not going to find anything, as the main door, the main road spawn was not chosen by somebody, or it was, I believe that was Skipper on the main door spawn, but he is just a little too far away from that spawn peak area. He was chilling out on the spawn itself. He don't want to overextend his peak, and definitely Noob this time again is gonna be going for the bottom floor roam clear. And something that does get me a little confused here is I was expecting definitely to go up top, just throw his Candelas in and pick out kills here and there, just flash your enemies and stuff like that. And look at that, a easy kill for the Zofia as Kick-Ass tries to wall down that little elevation. Didn't really turn out in his favor, but eventually it's gonna get taken out. And now TPM stand on the man disadvantage. They still do have Spidey on the roam. He's gonna spray onto the drone. Alright, usually you don't want to extend your mag on it. I mean, you'll get caught out in a bad spot if somebody peeks you with that drone. But anyway, that's just what that's just a personal comment that I have to say. But anyways, we'll be coming back to the game here. Spidey is going to rotate back. At the moment, he's not going to find anybody, but Vector Sports are well and aware that there's another roamer in the play, and Bandit is going to get a lot of HP taken out. That is obviously Beaver doing his job, but doing what a perfect Zofia should be doing, and that is going to make things all the while more tougher for the Bandit. But no, he's going to eat a lot of bullets. Not enough to keep his HP off as much as the Bandit says. C4 goes out. Does that claim anybody? No, it doesn't. Definitely he's going to get taken out. Look at that shot from Demolish. And just as I speak about it, he gets refragged from the Astro Stairs. Skipper onto one and Ritz onto another. That comes onto the Echo. Will that matter? Yes, it will. He's going to get the IQ. That is the first frag on the board. A 1 versus 3 still left to fight. He's going to try and find the Thatcher. Yes, he's going to do that as well. Optic is going nuts right now. 2 kills for himself. 2 more to find. For the clutch happen? No, it won't. And Vector Sports are going to win round 2 as well. And a 2-0 scoreline. And what an attempt from the Echo, but just not enough to make it happen for his team. And the prone peak from the Hibana. That is what is going to take the SAT operator out.
The quick and clean push in towards side from the side of Vector Sports found Peacemakers wanting in more than one situation, as we saw, unfortunately, was all down to the Echo in a 1 versus 4 post plant. He got a couple, but the prone peak, he couldn't counter that from his fellow Japanese operator, as we saw right there. Where we're going to be seeing the defensive team Peacemakers go into first floor dining now. A change of site might exactly be what they need, and that is exactly what they're thinking going into this third round right now. Definitely Anub is going to be switching out from Ash with the 6th pick onto Sledge. Okay, no Yings this time, although maybe, just maybe, this site could have been more productive had a Ying in play, because of course the small door off to the off to the side of the map, and kitchen entry, all of that areas like pantry, entryway, red carpet hallway, all of that can be conducive to Ying plays if played properly. Of course, Ying having been buffed quite a bit in the recent patch 1.2 for all of our viewers at home who don't know. She received a 4th Candela and two smokes, in her arsenal, and her LMG got a little bit of a damage buff. As lots of teams are going to be looking to make full use of that massive buff. And we even saw in Matchday 5 of Division 3, that was when the patch dropped, I believe. Yes, it was. That was a Tuesday. And that was the day we saw tons of Ying plays coming out from everyone. Rush plans, smoke plans, everything. Just go into site, throw your candelas, wait 2 seconds, and that's it. That is game set. Matches. Shots are already being fired. The Zofia looks like she was shooting into the pantry window there, and didn't get anybody. Of course, she wasn't even rappelling there to begin with, just to distract the defenders. Give them a little scare, you know, let them know that, yep, I am on my way, and you better be afraid, as the drones are going to be... The droning, is going to be happening on the 2nd floor by Astronomy, while Beaver looks to make his entryway. He's going to make some lines of sight all the way into game room for the time being. Trophy room, as there is somebody playing right below. That is the Legion right below Astronomy stairs in that little Harry Potter-ish area. And Jaeger's there to support. That's Bandits. Bandits there to support him, but Beaver's going to get taken out by the Bandit. As we speak of him, the C4 is going to claim the life of the Zofia. That's a big kill, because Zofia is also useful for the team. In the meanwhile, definitely Noob, he's on the sledge. He'll still be looking to make vertical plays happen, as one C4, and the only C4 from the side of the Peacemakers, has resulted in a good kill for the defending team. Fritz with the Thatcher is going to be putting down his breach charges everywhere to try and get angles, but no, he's going to be taken out by Baba Yaga. The Jaeger running around inside of Classical right now. He's going to be sitting in the 90 bend of the hallway right here, waiting for more operators to try and peek him, as he will be a massive thorn in the side of Vector Sports. In the meanwhile, Sand's going to drop Demolished. That's a good kill. The Legion is on the board, so the late game push won't be punished as hard as it otherwise would have. Except, of course, there's like a million goo mines sitting on the first floor around site. Unfortunately, Skipper won't find the Jaeger just yet. He peeked the 90 hallway, but he's going to get someone else. That's Kick-Ass on the smoke. That's another big kill. Smoke's canisters won't be in play for the time being, as more vertical lines of sight are being established by the Sledge. And he will actually get Spidey. That is the Bandit of the board. And now it's a 3v2. Man advantage for Vector, as Hibana has worked her way into sight. She's going to shoot the Echo up, and there we go. Confirms the kill. It's now a 1v3, all down to Baba Yaga, and he's going to be taken out from all the way across the balcony, as Skipper is going to clean up, giving Vector Sports round 3. Despite being pushed into an early man disadvantage, Vector Sports refused to give up, turning that 3v5 around and making the round their own. And with that being said, 3-0 in their favor in the early game going into round 4. That is a big step up. Foxy, do you think that the Peacemakers can equalize going back towards round 6?
I mean, they definitely can. That is still something that they can pull off, because now they're going to the kitchen and dining room, and that is going to be the side that are re-attempting try and defend. Because I'm gonna have to be honest here. Excuse me as I just jumble my words up there. Well, we saw them pick out 2 early frags, and that was good. They got really good important operators on the board. The C4 play on the Zofia, and the other frag dropped in from Baba Yaga. Surely, there's a good entry frag potential coming in from the side of the defense, but what they could not do is fight against the vertical play that Vector Sports were trying to exhibit. And that is exactly where everybody got picked off, and it all came down to the Jaeger up and above, who was a solo man on the roam mission, and nothing much he can do at that point. The site was already in the favor of the attackers, and Hibana already taken up the site control for herself. So maybe this time around, if TPM works on their mistakes, they get back and, you know, they just have a little bit of more composure. Surely they could still make this happen, because on Villa, just like we discussed, on maps like Villa, Clubhouse, you have more advantage on towards the defensive side rather than the attacker side. So Vector Sports, props to them. They're getting 3 rounds on board right from the start of this match, and that is good. Sure, They're putting those rounds on the board on the attacking side. That is definitely something you should be doing. And this time around, maybe TPM realizes their mistakes and they'll be countering on that. They don't want to keep doing those mistakes. As we know, Vector Sports, they do not let your mistakes go unpunished. And
Absolutely.
we'll be seeing the IQ. He's gonna be deploying her scanner, taking out all the necessary utility. But I think at this point she's just sitting. Oh yeah, yeah. Even my heart was out on the line for a second there. But no, you're just hitting the railings, Skipper. Come on, please. One battery and I'll feel good. Please. All right, he's just gonna go and reach that directly. As you just don't want to overextend something that is not working, and that is what I love about this IQ at this moment. Gonna get those banded batteries, making it all the while more easy for the Hibana to go for the breach, and we will be seeing the breach happen. That is the soft breach rather, and the Legion Demolish is gonna take out the head of Skipper. That is a very important kill. No more IQ. That is surely going to save your yokai drones. And the C4 goes out, but it is mistimed. And that is exactly why definitely a noob with his buck play. And the new buffed skeleton key is going to drop the head of the mute right away. Spidey is going to be holding this angle onto the pantry door. And he's going to push back down all the way towards the stairs. But he is going to get lagged out for a second there. As Beaver is the one to collect that kill for himself. But it becomes a 3 versus 3. As we seems to be having, we have a server lag, yes that is, and that has been a thing since the new update has come out. Overseeing Sign, holding down this angle as we saw him do that last time around as well. Beaver is going to be making his way up from the red stairs, but Baba Yaga is still something they've got to worry about. He's the man on the mission that is going to be off. Oh, I just had to speak about it. Beaver is here to collect that kill for himself, and now we are staring down at a 3 versus 2. But Sign, you got to make this push happen. Definitely trying to land some shots here. That is going to be on the Legion. As Demolish, he's been so good so far for his team. Just like I was saying, he has not been playing the matches before, but now he's here and he's got the first kill. Can he find 3 more to make this clutch happen? 20 seconds left and 3 more attackers to find, and things are getting dicey for this Legion. Plant is going down on his left. He knows that, but he's going to overpeak that and not notice that somebody's in Memorial, and Beaver to drop him out. It's like a fly. Really well played by the Zofia. Really amazing kills put on the board from Beaver here. So this is exactly what I'm saying. TPM, they've got to maintain that man advantage, and something they're not able to counter is the vertical play that Vector Sports are doing on that specific side. And with that being said, we'll be seeing TPM go into the trophy room and statue room. So what do you think, Blackjack? Can they make this victory happen? 4 rounds on the board from the side of Vector Sports, back to back, and it's been a really good play all in all from the attacking team. Despite losing man advantage in the beginning, they're like, all right, we are going to get our score down. We're going to get our score settled. And they're getting that man advantage right back. And we'll be seeing definitely a noob switch from the Buck onto the Ash, while Spidey is going to be shifting from the Doc onto the Jaeger.
Defenders, protect your
So,
bombs.
to answer your question, Foxy, I certainly feel like Peacemakers could make a play happen. It's not like we haven't seen it before. If we harken back to their game against Phoenix, they almost beat Phoenix in that match. But unfortunately, even at a 6-4 advantage, they had a very bad choke, honestly, leading to an overtime victory for the side of Phoenix, which was obviously sad to see for everybody involved, especially for fans of TPM. And kind of a similar issue in terms of how they're playing the rounds is being seen here. At least that's what I'm seeing. What they had a problem in that matchup is their positioning and how they chose their gunfights. And this round as well, it's been more of the same. They've had issues choosing their gunfights, and they've had issues playing to their strengths. Even when they try to, it seems like the enemy team is just picking them off one by one, and that is because where they think their strengths are is where they're getting overconfident or just, again, not positioning themselves properly. Demolish, he's going to be inside of living room for the time being. He was looking for a round, he prepped the window, but he's going to be pulling back for the time being. The Peacemakers, look at that, Spidey on landing on the Jaeger. Oh, he's going to get... Oh, nope, okay, a little bit of miscommunication with the Castle, as Castle nearly locked him out of sight. as the Bandit. He's going to be looking to trick the main wall of Statutory right there. But shots are being fired because Ritz is already inside of Bathroom. The Thatcher takes a little bit of damage from Optica. The Echo sitting inside of Astronomy as the Bandit is now going to be pushing this way. He definitely knows that there's somebody here. And Echo's holding an angle behind his shield, waiting for this peek to come out from the Thatcher. A little bit of a standoff as Demolish is actually going to get Skipper. That is the IQ of the board. That's a big kill because that means Defender Utility will be so much safer than it was before. IQ's RD scanner is off the board as Habana is going to be looking to open the main wall, but it's going to be denied a little bit by the Bandit as only a tiny line of sight can be opened by the remaining pellets of the X-Kairos. Kick-Ass, he knows that he can't go for that C4 right now because the Habana is outside of the bedroom window. And more X-Kairos are being thrown in, but the EMP will be mistimed as Kick-Ass is once again going to deny the Habana a full open. Only a tiny, tiny line of sight that she can try and use to her advantage. Ritz in the meanwhile still inside the bathroom on the Thatcher. He's trying to get the Echo, but the Echo is proving to be a slippery fish that he isn't able to catch in his hands. In the meanwhile, the Bandit is there to support, but they're not peeking. This is good. The Peacemakers know that they don't need to overextend, and oh no, the gunfight is unfortunately lost by Optica right there. As Riz is going to get a kill, but Sand goes down to Baba Yaga. As the last 60 seconds are left in the round, the Bandit is dropped by definitely a noob, and that is Kick-Ass off the board. The man count is equalized, but Thatcher is so low on HP. The Jaeger spotted out, and definitely a noob peeks him and gets Spidey. And now it's a 2v3 man count in advantage of the Vector Sports right here. Oh, Demolish, he missed his shots, and he's been tagged up quite a bit. Forced to rotate down the balcony as Baba Yaga's trying. He's going to be playing the Beehive strat, but it's not going to work for him as definitely Noob is right there and Nastrami to kill him. And now it's down to Demolish.
Bomb located
As Vector Sports is going to be looking for the plane. He's coming up Astronomy, and there we go. The Ash making sure that the flank from the Pulse is denied. Definitely a noob making plays this round as Vector Sports put round 5 on the board. Now
It's been quite the statement so far coming in from the side of Vector Sports. 5 rounds on the attack on Villa. Undisputed dominance so far. I mean, they might even take the match point advantage right here, right now, before we even see the side swap. But I'm still rooting for TPM. They're going to be going to Trophy Room and Statue once again. Maybe this time around they have something else brought to the table. Maybe this time around they have that man count established a little early in the round and maintained all throughout, because it's just not been working out, as 5 rounds have been the proof of that. Let us see what happens as we proceed to round 6. And once again, we haven't really seen TPM go on to the site of Aviator,
Defenders,
right?
protect your bombs from being
Nope,
defused by
No, they've been
Aviator has
rotating.
not come out.
Yeah, all right. So I think they've been doing their homework a lot, and like, all right, we don't want to go to the Aviator side. It's just been that one side that we were not so strong on, excuse me. And we'll be seeing Baba Yaga run the castle once again. So let's take a look at the operator loads that are being employed from the defense here. The castle, the Legion, the Bandit, the Echo, and the Jaeger. I would say it's a pretty good operator lineup coming in from the side of TPM. And the way they've been playing out, they're doing all the things right. The only thing that is lacking between them is the cohesion between how the teammates are playing out when it comes to the late game or the end game. It's just been that little difference that we don't see TPM converting on moments where you would expect them to. But we'll be seeing the Bandit getting the Bandit trick done, and he did that to perfection. In fact, he made sure he denied 2 of those Hibana pellets. Went for that C4 as well. That was, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree that yes, a little bit of an unfortunate C4, did not land where it was supposed to, but still, they've been doing everything, almost everything right, except when it comes to the dying seconds of the round. And 5-0 on the finale day 1 of the Division 2 is not what I was expecting to see. But hey there, this is Rainbow Six Siege. TPM could surely make this comeback happen. But obviously, that is going to be one hell of a climb up ahead, because they're going to start off an attack after this one round. And you know how attack looks like on Villa.
Absolutely. Villa on attack. It's certainly a bit of an uphill climb for any attacking team, but Vector Sports have completely breezed through the first 5 rounds of this match. Now we're definitely in the mid game right now. Of course, it depends on how Peacemakers go forward from this point, is whether or not the mid game is going to be extended, or are we going to be seeing end game very, very soon. definitely Noob is on the first floor. He's going to be joined by the IQ on Skipper, as Kickass has taken a little bit of damage from one of Ash's breaching rounds. And as you can see, the vertical play being used, by the Ash is going to be looking to try and catch the bandit if he can, as Hibana is going to be looking to try and open the main wall of Statutory. In the meanwhile, Demolish, he's on the first floor in the pantry stairs. He knows that there's a couple of operators right here, and he hasn't so far given his position away. He could definitely make this peek happen on the Ash. He's going to see her and get the shot as Beaver's going to be taken out. Saiyan drops Optica in the meanwhile, and Ritz is actually dropped as well. The Ike is going to refrag onto the Jaeger, and that is a 2v3 now as Demolish has dropped Skipper in the meanwhile. Oh, that was a trade. All right, man. As it is now all down to the Ash and the Hibana. Ash gets a kill for herself, definitely Noob, taking a couple of goo mines to the shin. And everybody's taking goo mines to the shin right now as they're making this push to side happen. Spidey on the Legion is very low on HP as Baba Yaga is going to drop definitely a Noob. And the round is actually cleaned up. Spidey is going to take down Saiyan as well. And with that, Peacemakers finally putting a round on board on Trophy Statutory. They win round 6, going into roll swap, 5-1 for Vector Sports.
Finally, putting that round on board from the side of TPM. Very necessary for you to ask me. Out of the 6 defensive rounds that you start on, you don't want to give away 5 to your opponents. But what has happened has happened. You could not change that. And finally, putting one round on board. And that was on the side of Trophy Statue Room. And now we'll be seeing Vector Sports attempt the Aviator Games Room. Alright, and this is going to be the first Aviator Games Room defense that we'll be seeing in 6 rounds so far, and definitely a Noob, a little bit of a tease there. Come on, definitely. I wanted to see Beca Vera. We've seen some amazing calf plays coming out on this map, especially. And look at that. The bait and switch is going to make the Zofia turn the 6th pick ticket on towards the Jackal, as they want to make sure they get that roamer caught out. But only to the surprise, we will be seeing definitely a Noob switch on to the Jaeger. Just putting some barbed wires down, making sure everything is alright. So the operator lineup coming in from the side of Vector Sports is going to be the Smoke, the Jaeger, the Mozzie, the Valkyrie, and the now nerfed Goyo. Is just something that happened a little while ago. Oh wait, I did not notice. So I was playing a match with my friends as well in the morning, and for a second I almost forgot that Mozzie doesn't have his super shorty anymore. And my friends are like, alright, we need an operator to make rotations. I'm like, yeah, just pick the Mozzie. And they told me, Foxy. I was like, oh, right.
Oh, no.
It just hurts to know that, man. It's just a little disheartening. Well, we're seeing the 2 new nerfed operators, Ritz and Beaver. That is, excuse me, that is the Mozzie and the Goyo. That'll be manned by Ritz and Beaver. So we even saw Vector Sports bring out the Ying as well, but we won't be seeing a TPM use that. They don't want to bring the Candelas on the board at this moment, and we'll be seeing more of a North take. And that is what Vector Sports, TPM want to do at this point, as we were seeing Vector Sports come out with an extended roam themselves. Jaeger and Valkyrie, both on this hollow roam here. They're going to make sure that they stay alive on the top floor. You want to make sure that you get this horizontal roam presence established properly. You get as many kills as you can. You fall back to side. Just classic roam game stuff. And look at that, as I speak about it, Baba Yaga is going to drop the Edo definitely, and Ritz is here to refrag. That is going to be on to demolish though, not onto Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga still going to stay alive, as all of Vector Sports is going to be staying on the side of... Oh, wait a minute, there's 3 people here at this moment, and Cyan is all alone on site. You don't do that to my Cyan. Come on, guys. You don't leave Cyan alone, but it only makes sense why they left him alone, because there's nobody coming in from the side of Study, and Vector Sports also quick with their adaptations, and that is exactly why we are seeing the 5-1 score difference that is being put on the board by them so far. Ritz is going to be watching this angle from the landing area, while Skipper is more down below. It's more of an extended roam and push coming in, but Beaver is going to be the victor of the fight between the Hibana. That is going to be Baba Yaga taking out the board. Kickass is going to be also low on HP as he eats some shots from the Valkyries and PX, making his way up astronomical stairs. Spidey is going to drop 1 kill. That is not going to be enough, as Ritz is here with the Mozzie play. He's going to light up the Thermite for the moment. We saw him hold that angle onto landing, and he's just going to fall back to side. Still see Cyan in this little bit of a roam adjacent to the side, while Skipper is going to drop kick-ass. And just as I keep switching cams, I cannot find somebody who is getting a kill, and it's just been a frenzy of kills dropping here and there. Refrag potential so much, and it gets a little confusing at times, guys. Come on. C4 in the play. Can he go for it? Skipper, are you going to do it? Yes, he's going to do it. Does it connect? No, it won't.
No.
That is going to be a miss. Oh, all right. That did connect. We did see the down and the kill coming in. I'm not exactly sure if that was Ritz converting on it, but the matter in hand, Spidey is going to be on this lone wolf mission versus 3 angry defenders. So Vector Sports, he's making his way up. He's got 100 HP left on his board as well. Making his way through landing. That's going to be now. He does hear the Valkyrie cam getting glitched out because of the EMP that he threw a while ago, but he's just going to wait this out as Vector Sports are going to win on round 7 and proceed to match point.
Well, it took one round more than Vector Sports probably thought it would, but they are finally here on match point. 6-1 in their favor. A landslide score, really. And the Peacemakers just not showing up at all this game. We saw them play very well against Phoenix. Even though they did lose that game, it was a valiant attempt at winning that match. But here on week 3, they're not having all that much of a good time. Vector Sports have just completely and utterly shut them down in every single angle, and it just has not been a good day for the for the Peacemakers. In the meanwhile, Skipper, he's going to be six-picking out onto the Valkyrie once again out of the Pulse. Alrighty then, not going to opt for the Cardiac Sensor C4 play. It's going to be the Black Eye C4
Attackers
play.
need to
I mean, it's still
locate and
C4 play at the
defuse
end of
as
the
many
day.
bombs as
The
they can.
fundamentals are the same, so I don't know why it's not that. In the meanwhile, Beaver's going to be running the Legion. Ritz is going to be running the Bandit. Definitely Noob is going to be running the Jaeger. And Saiyan is on the Smoke. And as we saw, and as Foxy pointed out also well in the last round, is how quickly Vector Sports adapted to the east and north heavy push that the Peacemakers were making on the attack. Bringing all 3 defenders, well, 3 defenders out of the 4 remaining on towards the roam game or lurk game, depending on how you define it, and leaving Smoke inside a site to play with his gas cannons. And it worked out for them. With the Valkyrie running around below with the C4 and all the vertical plays, it was just a completely impossible situation for the Peacemakers to try and play with. And Vector Sports, they have just done those things that Peacemakers couldn't do in their defense. Adapt, improvise, and overcome. And, well, you know, if anybody caught that, let me know. And, alrighty. Back in the game. Enough bad jokes. Anyway, Aviator Room is going to be held down by Ritz on the Bandit. He's going to have an ADS to support. Jaeger, that is definitely, putting one down for him as he's pushing the Black Eyes to try and find any attacker pushing from that area. Skipper's already here on the main stairs to try and support the Bandit. As Beaver says, misclick. Okay, interesting. The Legion, oh, he probably threw an impact. That's what that explosion was. He didn't take any damage from it, but he had to throw an extra goo mine in there to cover for that issue. In the meanwhile, it's a 4-stack push on the east side, outside of bedroom, as the drones are coming into sight from statutory, bathroom, you name it. The drones are coming in from there. They're like little pests, little mice that Vector Sports have to deal with for the time being. As Baba Yaga's on an upside down rappel. I'm not entirely sure where that was because his viewpoint was a bit too chaotic. As we see, Kick-Ass is going to be going for the vertical play right now to try and take out the Bandit batteries, but Beaver's going to drop Demolish. That's the Zofia. That's a big kill because the Zofia's concussive range will no longer be in play. Optica, in the meanwhile, he's going to be playing the Thermite, opening up the main master bedroom wall as Baba Yaga has dropped Beaver. The refrag has happened and the Legion is off the board. So the late game push for Peacemakers will be a little safer than it was before. But, of course, they're going to have to be wary of roamers. Skipper's still on the first floor, but all the way on the south side of the map, as definitely Noob is going to be pushing up from the red stairs to try and get a kill for himself. Astronomy is going to be marked, but the smoke is there to deny the push for the time being. His canister being also useful as Optic has pushed into sight, and he's going to be looking to plant maybe plant between the bomb and the statue. As Kick-Ass is going to take down Skipper. That's now a 3v4 in favor of the Peacemakers, but Baba Yaga is very low on HP, and he might be the next to go, as definitely Noob is going to make this push happen on from statutory door. He's going to drop the Hibana, and there we go. Baba Yaga's down, but Thermite's there. He gets down as well, and the smoke might just confirm the kill. No, he has to wait for the time being. Saiyans being flashed from Astro Stairs, and he knows where that push is coming from. Is he going to get the kill? Yes, he does. The down onto Buck is confirmed. That's a 2 down, and the kill should be confirmed any second now, but it's now a 1v1 essentially for Spidey to deal with it. Never mind a 1v2 for Rich to deal with, as the Buck has been revived to 20 HP. The Bandit is going to push and confirm the kill, but that was the wrong move, as he'll be taken down by Spidey. And the Peacemakers keep themselves alive by winning round 8. Alrighty then, the match seems to be heating up right here as we are moving into round 9. Even a few rounds ago, you wouldn't have expected this to be the case. Round 9 being seen, because the way Vector Sports were going, they looked like they were poised to take it 7-0. But of course, that's not what we're going to be seeing for the time being, as the TPM, they are staring very heavily down the barrel. Mind you, they are still not out of the woods. They have 4 rounds to win consecutively from this point on to even hope for a comeback, because they're going to have to push to overtime, of course. In the meanwhile, they're going to be seeing the Wamai come out from Beaver, as the defense of Vector Sports looks to go back to Trophy.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as
We'll be seeing ourselves go on to round 9 here. Just like you said, it's been quite the round coming in from the side of the TPM. The Peacemakers, excuse me. And we'll be seeing Vector Sports once again go on to the side of Trophy and Statue Room, and Beaver is going to be employing the Wamai this time around and not the Legion. Looks like that is what he wants to be doing right now. Alright, Beaver. Understood. Baby, those... we didn't actually see a heavy emphasis on the projectiles coming in from the side of the Peacemakers. I mean, yeah, sure, there was, but that was only demolished down below. That was the Zofia. That was a Buck as well. That was Kick-Ass. Alright, but anyways, enough discussions on the last round, as Vector Sports this time around looks like with the operator lineup change, they want to make sure they get these frags in, they want to make sure that they get this victory in, because every single round that you give away to your opponents is eventually going to matter on how the leaderboard standings are created. So you want to stay on top, and Vector Sports in fact are the top contenders of the leaderboard. Vector Sports, Reckoning Esports, Sun Asia Esports, and as well as Phoenix. Meanwhile, we were seeing a Kick-Ass drop out. Alright, he's going to take out Skipper. Not exactly sure where that kill came in from. That was down below, but I'm not sure. Oh, right. Okay. The pantry angle from all the way from the meat room, and Kick-Ass making his way downstairs here. He's going in, but does he know there's going to be Ritz waiting here along with definitely get this kill, and definitely he's going to be victor of that gunfight. He's going to land a quick headshot onto that Buck. Really good gunplay on this man, and Beaver meanwhile is going to get another kill. That is going to be Baba Yaga taken out the board. Now we'll be seeing Spidey refrag onto Beaver. That is going to be your Wamai taken out, and that was the Wamai playing on the shield. Oh, so close to the bedroom door. We've got the SMG-11 in hand, but definitely Noob is going to exchange spots with him, as Carbine is a better gun to use in picking this fight. We're seeing him hold this angle. That is going to be the Claymore as well. We hear that going out with the sound cues coming in, and that's a 3-stack push coming in from the side of this bedroom here. Demolished, still holding that angle. Definitely he's gonna place another one of his Jaeger ADS, and he's gonna make sure that the lifelines are of no use. Even if the Zofia chooses to employ them, Cyan is gonna be holding down Astro by himself, but definitely he's definitely aiming to make this push happen. He's got his crosshairs on that breach wall, but he's a little too vigilant. He doesn't want to overextend his play here, because it might as well cost him another round, and he does get droned out. Another drone comes in, that gets taken out as well. Jaeger back to his normal position, that is on the shield. Still got the lines of sight established onto the breach, so no worries for the Jaeger, at least on that matter. But Ritz is going to be eating quite a lot of bullets, while Cyan is going to be spamming his smoke grenades out, and only one more smoke babe left to stop that push rather. Definitely rotating still. It's been a stagnant push coming in from the side of the attacking team as the defense are not doing anything as well. And just as I speak about it, the scoreboard comes alive. Ritz is going to drop one, while we don't see any other fights being taken definitely onto nothing. It all comes down to Spidey in this 1 versus 3 clutch. Once again, he does notice the smoke. Can he land his shots? No, he wants smoke. Has already moved out of his way, and that is it. Vector Sports seal the deal, and they win this match on round 9. 7-2 is the scoreline on Villa against the Peacemakers. And what a day for Vector Sports, putting a huge amount of rounds on board. And actually, they haven't had a loss so far in the leaderboard, so they must be topping the score right now, as we'll be seeing that in just a moment as we proceed to the standings screen. And what a match that we got to witness. Look at that, definitely a noob putting down 10 kills on him for himself and his team onto the board there. Really well played, and what a frag potential that this man brings to the table. Well, that was the first match that we got to witness today on the finale day 1 of Division 2. I'm Foxtrot, and joining me is Blackjack, and we'll be back in just a while. Rainbow Six Siege action is not stopping here, not at the WD Black, the Esports Club League. Be right back in just a moment.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. The glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear gaming monitor.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear gaming monitor.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WD Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. I am your host, Blackjack. Joining me once again is my co-host, Foxy, as we are here for the second game of Finals Day 1 of Division 2. That is between Phoenix and Reckoning Esports. But speaking of Phoenix, there's a very special interview that we have had with Hypertushi coming right up before the game. Some great insights and some great mentions of how the Team Phoenix works in this league. So, roll the interview, Foxy, and we will join you right after.
Everybody, welcome back to the WD Black the Esports Club League, and we have a special interview with the captain of Phoenix, Hypertushi. Hypertushi, how are you feeling this evening?
Thanks for having me, man. It's feeling good. I'm feeling really nice now.
You've been the MVP of the Division 2, topping the leaderboard there after 2 weekdays. How has the performance been so far?
It's surprising for me to actually top the MVP leaderboard because I was just doing what the team needed.
Right.
We had some tough games, as you know, but we pulled through as a team, and I'm pretty happy with how we have performed in the last 2 weeks.
Right.
And
All
looking
right.
forward to the last play day.
So who does Phoenix consider its toughest opponent in the league, at least in Division 2 for the moment?
So in Division 2, there are a lot of good teams: Sun Asia, Vector, Never Diamonds, and Reckoning. But for us personally, ND has been a team we haven't been able to jump the hurdle with.
Alright.
Whenever we face them, the matches have always been close and they have always gotten the edge on us, be it in frags or in anything else.
With this round robin group stage format, did that help in laying a game plan for the Division 2 climb? Because now we see Phoenix topping the leaderboard as well. So how has that, the league format, helped you specialize your game plan?
The league format has been really good. It helped us see where our weaknesses was, and not only that, the fact that most of the matches are being streamed helps us understand how the other teams are playing, so we can prepare beforehand by using the bots and counter-stratting them. Obviously, on the match days things change, but as of now, it's been more or less to what we expect from the other teams. So that's actually helped us get the edge over them.
What's your outlook on Division 1 teams, and will we see Phoenix in Season 2 getting promoted to Division 1?
So the target is there of going to Division 1, and the Division 1 teams are playing really well right now. Most of the matches are very close. We have scrimmed against a couple of the teams in Division 1 as well, so we know that we can give them a good fight. So let's just hope that we get through the last 2 play days and we get through Division 1.
Any message for your supporters? Anything you want to end this conversation on a good note?
It's been nice seeing all the support for Phoenix, be it in our Discord or be it in the YouTube channels. And I really hope that we make it to Division 1 and we can keep giving you entertaining matches and we have your support throughout.
Alright, thank you Hypertishi for joining me for this amazing interview. Really good insights that you provided us. So that is it guys, your top MVP after the week days 2.
Alrighty then, some nice insights from Hypertushi right there on how the Team Phoenix plays and how their goals are exactly for this league. That is, of course, the WWE Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, as they are making plans to move into Division 1 and go up against the top 2 teams of this tournament. But that is, of course, a foresight for the future, as we will be moving into the game today of Finals Day 1 of the Division 2 between Reckoning Esports and Phoenix on the beautiful map of, once again, Villa. Joining me is Foxy, and we will be moving into the game in just a short while, as we're just confirming both the teams are ready and waiting. And yes, they are, and the game is on the way. So, Foxy, as the game begins, opening thoughts, what do you think?
Alright, so this one's going to be a close one, as I predict, because we are back to Villa. And we just saw quite the marginal, I would say, not marginal, but yeah, a dominating performance coming in from the side of Vector Sports. They did, they obliterated TPM. I don't want to mince my words here, but that was surely an amazing performance coming out from them because, excuse me, when you're getting into the match right here at level of Division 2, you want to make sure that you keep your game on point. You don't want to be losing like that, and let us see if Reckoning Esports versus Phoenix turn out to be a similar game or not. And Phoenix with the first ban coming out as True. Alright, I'm sorry, True. Let me just drop a sorry in the chat, as he tells me that the Phoenix spelling is being spelled wrong. I get a little excited sometimes, you know, just to get the match going. Come on, I want to cast these amazing matches, and we'll be seeing the first ban coming out from them, and that is going to be the Montaigne, as we know Ninja Freak, the innominable force, as he uses the Montaigne. We will be seeing Thermite getting taken off the board as well. That is going to be the ban coming in from the side of Reckoning Esports, and the Mira is going to get banned as well, as they'll be the ones starting off an attack. They want to make sure that you cripple the defense as much as you can. The last ban coming in from the side of Phoenix. This could be a Maestro or an Echo. Blackjack, quick prediction. 1 second, 2 seconds. Come on.
Well, maybe an Echo, maybe a Maestro.
Yeah, hey, look at that.
Okay, my first pick is off the board. I mean, I'm not happy to see Echo get banned like again for what, like the millionth time now this league, but it's got to be done. He's just that good. Well, with of course all of that being said, we're going to be moving into the game in proper. So before the match gets underway, let's have a quick look at both of the rosters presented for the teams. From the side of Reckoning Esports, we have Ninja Freak, Rats, Korok, Reborn, and Vortex. And on the side of Phoenix, we have Hypertishi, Muckhawks, Shot, True, and Infernus. And they're going to be bringing out their best games to make sure that they get a one-up on the other team, as we're going to be seeing 6 picks from Shot into from the Vigil into the Castle, and from the Dokkaebi into the Habana by Ninja Freak to bring in the Heart Breach. The first side of defense is going to be the second floor trophy statutory hold from the
Attackers
side
need to
of
locate and
Phoenix.
defuse bombs.
And one thing I would like to say is the fact that Shot's name, right? We've seen very many iterations of it. One that definitely comes to mind that I haven't actually spelled out yet is SFX, because you know, Shot and then the FX right there, or as Foxy calls him, Shot FX. You know, just spells out the entire name. I'm not like making fun of you. I'm actually just making a curious observation as to what we say in the casting seat here. Because it's always nice to keep on top
10
of
seconds
things, right?
left.
And when there's almost nothing happening in the game outside of the prep phase, you know, we're seeing very standard
5 seconds
stuff.
left before
We have the
insertion.
closet door being barricaded off, and we've seen Phoenix go for that
Attackers must
particular
locate
window in bedroom. That little archway window, really, that doesn't see a whole lot of play, but just to be safe, they barricade it off because they have a rotate right behind it on the main wall of bedroom, which is where they generally play. So most standard stuff for the side of Phoenix is going to be being brought out, as Reckoning are going to be looking to make this roam clear happen. As I think it's a 3-stack on the office side, 2 on the balcony and 1 on the rappel. Maybe not. As shots are fired into Aviator. There's of course Inferno sitting there on the Bandit, and he knows that there's at least an Ash pushing there. Ninja Freak is also there to support, but he's also got the Diffuser, so he's gonna have to be careful. The window next to him in the hallway is also being peeked. That is an upside down peek from the IQ and 90 window as well. Everything's being peeked. It's a 4-stack, it's a 5-stack. From the side of Reckoning Esports, the Ash gets lit up. Vortex tanks a lot of shots, but Infernus is still on a full HP, which could just be the deciding factor as the rotate on the 90 happens. And oh no, Reborn is going to be taken out. Infernus gets the first kill for the side of Phoenix, and that's a big one. The Zofia is off the board. So much utility instantly denied. As in the meanwhile, the defenders inside of side are having a bit of a hard time. Shot and True have taken a little bit of damage as Infernus is rotating around from office, and he's going to be spotted for the time being. He's holding on the main stairs hallway for now, watching into classical hallway as the Ash is pushing, but the mark has come out and he knows that the push is happening. That's a double for Infernus. He gets the kill. The C4's gone off on the wrong way, and he's gonna be looking to make the rotate back towards 90. He's gonna get the triple. No, he won't. He's gonna be two-sided as Korok gets the kill, but is down as Ninja Freak gets taken out by Hypertish. It's a 2v4, effectively a 1v4 if Rats cannot get the revive off. And there are defenders close by to where this sledge has been downed, and Korok, the kill will be confirmed by Macox. There we go. As Rats gets one for himself. That's Hypertish of the board. That's the first kill in this potential 1v4 clutch from the IQ right here on full HP. He knows somebody's playing at 90, and he has to be careful of that as he plays with the Diffuser in hand. Macox has rotated inside of games for the time being, watching Vault as the push from the classical hall into sight is going to be what the IQ is going to opt for the time being. There's one in astronomy, however, shots are being fired, and Rats is going to be forced to push away from that doorway. He's going to look to push into statutory. Shots are fired from the door. He knows now where the Jaeger's playing, and True, he's going to hide inside a bedroom for the time being. No, he's not. He's behind the statue, and unfortunately, Rats not being able to get the kills for his team as Phoenix are going to put round 1 on the board.
A nice shot coming in from from Rats himself, and that was indeed a nice shot from the Jaeger, dispatching that last IQ coming in from the side of Reckoning Esports. That was Rats manning the gun on the LMG, and I would say a really stagnant and a really slow, as well as a quite obsolete push that we saw, hold rather, that as we saw Reckoning Esports, they pushed the defenders in a position where they were in the advantage of the, and excuse me, I just got a little confused. I was looking at the live chat, and that's exactly why the casters should not be looking at, excuse me. And One thing that I've got to mention about how the last round went out is that Phoenix played that amazingly, and Reckoning Esports just not being able to counter that roam clear, and that is exactly where they all got picked up from. The Ash, Vortex trying to push in with the diffuser in hand, I presume that was, as she was inside study, but she got lit up, and then the Bandit was allowed to roam also freely into the vault area, with the vault being opened as well. We even saw him rotate, and Infernus with an amazing shot on that Zofia. That was Mr. Reborn. That was taken out on that main stairs area as he was watching for the flank coming in. And I mean, when you're doing that one job, you might as well do it properly. But no, at the moment, we won't be seeing Zofia doing any of that stuff, as because these two teams are contending for staying on this Division 1 promotion spot. They want to make this happen. They want to stay alive. They want to stay here right now at this moment, because if they don't, it's going to be one hell of a up climb that they're gonna have to make in the season 2 for of all things, because you will be all right. Oh, look at that rotate coming in from the Jaeger just as the moment the Sledge looks away. This is, oh no, Sledge. Sledge, come on, Korok, go. Oh boy, that's three times the Sledge missed his shots onto the defenders there. All right, okay, as we'll be seeing Ninja Freak holding this angle down. He's going to be making sure nobody's allowed to rotate from the main stairs and cutting off that rotation, as the study push is imminent from the side of Reckoning Esports. Hypertushi is going to be running the Goyo as well. Not exactly sure whether shields are being employed. One is on towards the side of the vault, while the other... No, that is not the Goyo shield. Where's the other Goyo shield? Come on, Goyo. Oh, that is going to be on the side of Aviator Games from itself. So... Aviator Rooms, excuse me, as in Furnace, he is going to have his own shield in his pocket that he's going to be using, and we are seeing Rats making his way. Oh, look at that, he does spot ahead, and he's going to take that out. Hypertushi is going to meet the other end of the bullet from the side Q, as Ninja Freak is still here, holding down with the IQ, as they do spot the Valkyrie. Calls are coming in, information is being traded off, and the breach is happening as well. That is going to be from Vortex on the Hibana. Nomad is going to be making sure she drops those Nomad charges as well, and it's going to become all the while more easy for the Hibana to get the breach down onto the bar area. Push from the main stairs is coming in as well, and Furnace is going to be waiting on that little rotation with a shotgun in hand, while Rats is going to drop shot effects. Not exactly sure how that happened. Was he on his cams? With the pistol from down below, the IQ takes out the Legion Vortex onto Infernus. That is going to be the Legion drop. Just, excuse me, smoke drop, as now it all comes down to True and Mechox to clutch it out in a 2 versus 5. 50 seconds left on the board, and so much happening right in the lifelines come out as well. That is going to be on the 90 hallway. Meanwhile, Ninja Freak is going to get True as well. Dog comes down to Mechox in a 1 versus 5 ace clutch situation, while everybody on the side of the attacking is on 100 HP, and so is going to be the Jaeger making his way through landing. He's going to walk up to the Aviator Games room. Does hear out the Nomad shot. He's going to light up the Nomad, get the kill as well, but the Zofia is here to pick up the kill, and that is it. Reckoning Esports are going to put 1 round on the board, equalizing things on a 1-2-1 on Willa.
What a push indeed from the side of Reckoning Esports on this attack right here that we saw them undertake onto Aviator Games Room, and Phoenix just dropping bodies left, right, and center. Were not able to keep up with the insanely high man count that Reckoning Esports racked up, and it was all down to the Jaeger, who he managed to get the Nomad, but just whiffed his shots while facing Zofia. And yeah, well, we saw what happened. The rest is history, as they say. As a clash, okay, is going to be brought in by Shot, switching out from the castle on a 6th.
Attackers need to locate
Alrighty
and defuse
then,
bombs.
Clash, an operator of massive contention in the community, because there are players who think she is overpowered, there's players who think she is just right, and there's players who think she is underpowered. If you ask me, she's somewhere between decent and underpowered in my own opinion, because of course, yeah, the shield timing, the switch time was nerfed between the shield and the pistol, and then the recoil and damage, and so many things happened in ever since the operation that she was introduced in, which was, what was that operation called? Grimsky, right? Grimsky, where Hereford base was with Maverick, and New Hereford, the map that has replaced Tower as the map everybody hates. I mean, don't get me wrong, people still hate Tower, but New Hereford is another level of just no. I have friends who completely just exit the game straight up, if New Hereford comes in casual, right? It is that bad. As the Clash is going to be monitoring the rappel into balcony for the time being. He's going to spot the two people who rappelled up, and he knows that pretty much most of Reckoning Esports is going to be playing it there for the time being. The calls are going to be given as, okay, interesting line of sight. That shot is going to be looking through, but of course he can't take out his gun and play that because Clash has a bit of a disadvantage doing that. He's going to need to be careful of that though, because of course of the IQ. That is Rats. He can spot out Clash's electrical shield, and the fact that there's a giant hole in the ground, you know, he can be shot up the back any time that the attackers see him. In the meanwhile, Rats, as I speak about him, he's already made his way into the main entrance, and he's going to be looking to push up the stairs. And there we go. Just as I talk about that, Clash is going to take some shots from that giant hole in the ground, and the IQ knows where she is, but this time the shield is facing where it needs to be. Rats is going to pull away from that peak for the time being. He knows that he doesn't need to do that, but shot. It takes up a lot of damage right there. He's on 1 HP because of Zophia's impact and more shots being fired by Rats. Rats is very determined to take this Clash down, even if it costs him his life, as he's going to take out Legion. In the meanwhile, a nice headshot onto the SDU, I think their counterterrorism unit is called, and Korak is going to take down Hypertushi. In the meanwhile, that's another big kill. Hypertushi is off the board. The Valkyrie is gone as Vortex is going to take down Infernus. It is all coming down here as Vortex is refragged onto by Macox on the Jaeger right here. He knows that there's someone playing the main stairs. Will he get the kill? Yes, he will. Rats goes down. Macox on a double kill right now, but he's going to be refragged as well, as it's now all down to Shot on the Clash to try and even do anything. He's going to get a kill. Shot has taken down Reborn, and it's now a 1v2 with the Clash solo on HP, and that shield on his back is going to be giving away his position as Zofia peeks. Oh, dear me, that's collateral. Korak goes down, and it's all down to Ninja Freak on the Zofia in a 1v1 to try and win this for his team. He's got the diffuser. He's going to try and go for the plant right here by the vault door or in the corner behind the sofa. Shot is going to be rotating around the main stairs to try and get this post-plant situation. It's a 1v1 for the Clash. He's on his gun, but he's going to switch back to his shield to try and gain the positioning that he needs to get the foothold in this round. He's gonna have to play it very safe, but no, switches at the wrong time, and Ninja Freak will get the kill onto the Clash. Shot. Unfortunate time to switch right there. A little bit of a misplay is what is going to give the round to Reckoning Esports.
Right, just as the chat is going to pop off as the shield main plays as well. Ninja Freak knowing exactly when the shield is going to give, and Shielder is going to do quick work on the Clash. And obviously the fact that he is also the man behind putting the Clash on the 1 HP. And Clash, out of all the people, we saw Clash staying alive till the end. I mean, with the 1 HP that she's been carrying around from the start of the round, that is surely going to put Reckoning Esports in the advantage, at least for the while now. Short Effects is going to be switching from the castle onto the Kaid as they go into the trophy and statutory room for this defense. They turn out in their favor. Let us see if that is going to be the case this time around as well. And off we go. The Legion, the Kaid, the Valkyrie, and the Jaeger and the Wamai both are going to be put into play here. Really well played. Really good operator selection, excuse me, as I still have my mind stuck on the last round on how that went down, but it was that kill coming in from the Clash was surely something I was not expecting, as she unshielded on towards the main lobby, and Korak getting in the crossfire in the middle of it, and it was just a little unfortunate coming in from that. But anyways, we'll be seeing Reckoning Esports win that round for the moment. Nevertheless, as Phoenix, they look poised as well. They've been exhibiting some amazing strategy so far, and we saw them do something of a pocket strat down on the side of statue room. And is that what they'll be doing once again? They do have the cash? No, that is not what they'll be doing. But nonetheless, that is that one round where they got the win. One thing we got to notice as well, that despite the strat being employed in that one round, it was nowhere where Reckoning invested on pushing on. They just pushed all the way onto the side of study, and the strat didn't really come to use. But then again, if you're winning the rounds, you are winning them. And Valkyrie Cam does get spotted, as Rats is going to be relaying that information to his teammates. The magnets being played out by Hypertushi, as we did see the handsome man on the interview, and really good insights that we got to get from him. In fact, on a rather personal note, so far of everybody that I've interviewed, Hyperdishy's been amazing with his answers on the interview. And it just felt nice to hear that. Oh, wait a minute. Aniket as well. He gave some really good insights. I'm going to have to agree to that. But anyways, coming back to the round here. Infernus is going to be holding this Astro Says all by his lonesome. He does get one drone, but he's going to come on back on top. As he does suspect there's somebody creeping up. I'm not exactly sure, excuse me, as if somebody's going to be doing that as well. That is going to be Ninja Freak with the Zofia in hand. As, oh, look at that shot coming in from Korok. He's going to dispatch Infernus with the peak hole, and now the shotgun in hand. Shot FX is going to be eating a lot of shots as I speak about it. And that is again Ninja Freak doing his wonders from down below with the Zofia's lifelines. Going to put these defenders at such a massive disadvantage. Alright, that is going to be the lifeline coming into play as well. He's going to notice the rotation hole. He's still going to be peeking this at this moment. Trying to watch if he can make quick work of the Kaid playing in that rotation. But the Korok is going to be watching this angle. He does spot the Legion, but not going to connect on his shots. He's going to light him up quite a lot at this moment. Rat's still doing his work. Meanwhile, Drew is going to take out a kill of his own. And that is all this action is going on the side of Astronomy. As we see Shot of go solo on HP, the C4 goes out, but Ninja Freak is not gonna meet his end, at least not yet. He's gonna pick up a double kill for himself. He knows there's still somebody playing in the side of Astronomy and make that only one, and Kaid is gonna get that kill, and really nice maneuver coming in with the TCSG in hand. He knows that somebody's playing. That is gonna be Jackal, but Jackal is gonna be the victor as he looks away at the wrong time, and Reckoning Esports are gonna put another round on board. 3-1 is the scoreline on Villa on the finale day 1 at the WD Black, the Esports Club Division 2 League. Oh boy, what a round.
What a round indeed. And Reckoning Esports, they have been putting the last 3 rounds consistently on board for themselves, taking the early game lead 3-1. We are moving to round 5 right here, as it looks like Phoenix, they don't want to go on to the second floor sites anymore. They've lost Aviator twice, Trophy once, and now they'll be making an attempt on a dining room. Alrighty then. The first floor site, the best first floor site, that is, of course, kitchen and dining room, is going to be being played by Phoenix. They're going to be looking to try and put this round on board, maybe equalize going into roll swap. That is, of course, 2 rounds away from now, and 2 rounds that Phoenix are going to try and win for themselves. In the meanwhile, Reckoning Esports, they see the lead that they've established, and they are going to want to hold on to it as best as they can. Going into roll swap, 5-1, well, that would certainly be a sight to see, as we've seen quite a few 5-1s post roll swap before. One that particularly comes to mind is the game between Vector Sports versus Never Diamonds. I keep going back to that game just because it is just that good. That game was just that good that I have to bring it up just to make the point of how unpredictable a game of Rainbow Six Siege in competitive can be. Any team can make a comeback if they get themselves back on their feet in time. And that being said, of course, even with Phoenix, even if they do take the 5-1 going into roll-up, they could still make the comeback happen. They are just that kind of team. And they will be looking, obviously their ideal position would be to make a complete start from scratch at a 3-3 equalized score going into the roll swap. But Reckoning Esports?
In fact, Blackjack, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that, because just like you said, on the fact that Phoenix, despite if we see Reckoning Esports take a massive advantage and still Phoenix could make that comeback happen, is because, oh right, look at that peek from Shot FX is gonna dispatch Rats, and not enough drone work being put to use here as the flank was not covered as well. Wait, coming back to my point is Phoenix definitely is such an amazing team. As a little bit of an inside info I would like to just throw around here is that Phoenix actually won against Reckoning Esports in a friendly scrim they were doing earlier, and look, the barricade comes in, but no, Jackal is going to be the winner of that gunfight, and Reborn is going to take out McHawks as well. That was the oh-so notorious Pulse that you want to be taken out of the board. And now we see Shot FX maneuvering back as we see the push already happening, but Vortex is going to dispatch the Mozzie as well. Now it all comes down to, alright, there's 2 kills coming in from the side of Reckoning Esports. It all comes down to the Jaeger as he is oh so close to the side. He's going to walk in, but he does get spotted out. He's going to light up the Ash, but not enough to...
What?
Alright.
I mean, okay, Reborn. Okay, Reborn. Okay, Jaeger and the Ash going for a bit of a tussle right there. brought out the JonTron in at the end of the day. And we're gonna after that insanely chaotic end of round, we're gonna be seeing a 4-1 lead being established by Reckoning Esports. Looks like my prediction might just come true, as we might see the 5-1 come out any second now. And Rats, please don't do me like this. You have the fuse. No, he's gonna 6-pick out. The struggles of being a fuse main. You hate to see it, or I hate to see it. But well, he 6-pick out into what? I believe that was
Attackers
the
need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
yes, okay, Nook. Right, a very fun operator, albeit one that comes with I don't know. Could you call it a disadvantage? Could you call it an advantage? Depends on how you play. Of course, this is competitive siege. And I'm pretty sure Rats knows exactly why he's picked the Nook. And the rest of Reckoning Esports know as well. I'm pretty sure Foxy, you know as well. So I'm not going to even ask. Okay? And in the meanwhile, we saw the 6-pick onto the mine for Hybrid Tushy. I think I'm right there. Anyway. Coming back into the game that we have on hand, Phoenix, they're going to be looking to at least put this round on board for themselves. 4-2 with a little bit of dent in Reckoning Esports momentum is what they'll be looking to get for themselves. And Reckoning Esports, in the meanwhile, they're going to be looking to make it 5-1 and keep the train rolling. We are, of course, back on the second floor trophy hold, as despite the first kill in the last round being dropped by Phoenix onto Reckoning Esports, they weren't able to hold the man count, and then it just became a 1v4 very, very fast. As, Korok, he's gonna miss the shots into the balcony area of sight. Unfortunately, it's just that operator, whoever that was, just ran by way too quickly for him to do anything about it. But he knows exactly where he's playing, as Rats is actually playing from below, and he's gonna be looking to try and get a couple of kills for himself. Does he have the grenades? Yes, he does. So that explains a little bit as to why he's playing below, as Zof is going to open up the ceiling above him onto that. I believe that's astronomy. And Rats is going to be peeking that with the FMG on the hollow, as it were, as one of the castle barricades is opened up by Mr. Reborn on the Ash. Hypertension is taking quite a bit of damage in the meanwhile, as he's looking to peek the Ash, but no, that's the misplay right there, as he went way too wide on that peek, and Reborn, completely uncontested, is going to get that kill onto the Womai. The Jackal, he's going to be looking to find a couple of footprints to scan, and what a shot from True through the wall is going to take down the Ash. And that is Reborn off the board. A nice refrag from the Jaeger, but he's very low on HP right now, as Valkyrie, that is Infernus, is going to be going for a flank. And there is someone playing by the Astro Stairs, and Zofia, does she not know? Where are you going, Ninja Freak? As that will be the easiest kill of this game that Infernus will be collecting for himself. But the Nook is right behind him. Rats right here with the silent step is going to get one. And the cam is going to be taken out as Vortex gets one for himself as well. The grenade is being cooked as he'll be looking to throw that in towards sight. And no damage being done for the time being, as it's all down to True and Shot to try and make this clutch happen for the rest of the team. Jackal's going to scan out the footprints of the Jaeger, as True is now on the hot seat, because the push is going to be happening onto him any second now. The Hibana moving into Astronomy, as True is going to be revived, actually. He went down right there, and the Hibana is going to be peeking, but no, she gets taken out, as Vortex is down, and the Diffuser's been down as well, but Rats is going to get a double. Oh, what a shot onto Shot, as Reckoning Esports are going to take the round. Woo, the swift Nook double kill right there. And Reckoning Esports are going to go into roll swap 5-1.
Is this Vector Sports match that we're casting right now? This is exactly what happened. Villa 5-1 roll swap, starting off an attack, and oh boy, it's exactly the same repetition, except the names are different. As what is only left to see is if Phoenix make this comeback happen and they put more rounds on the board. 5-1 is quite the score difference that you would want to see going on the Division 2 finale day 1. And we'll be seeing Rats with the 6-pick coming in from the Vigil onto the Bandit. Goyo, Bandit, Capcan, Valkyrie, and Jaeger is going to be this pick on the operator lineup coming in from Reckoning Esports as we proceed onto the trophy and statue room defense first, while we have the Zofia, Nomad, Hibana, IQ, and the Thatcher being in front from the side of Phoenix. And I'd say both sides having good. All right, Capcom, really good usage of utility there. We haven't really seen a Capcom play come out so far, but since Korok even has the elite, he's one of those Capcom mains, I'd say maybe. Okay, please don't laugh at this, but I don't know if he's a Captain main or not. So we'll be seeing Korok employ the Capcom, and only understandable. We'll be seeing the Goyo shields come out as well, and alright, that's quite the shield. Alright, okay, really good placements coming in.
Interesting.
And we'll be seeing some lines of sight being established as well, as we are off and running on to the round 7. We'll be seeing Phoenix making their way swiftly off the spawn areas. Infernus is going to be running the Hibana, the also trustworthy support player for their team. And now, actually nowadays, since he's joined Phoenix, he's been playing the frag roles as well, and pretty good as well. I'm gonna have to be honest here. So, Mechhawks is Mechhawk now, that is, as previously his name was Mechhawks. Come on, guys, you gotta stop changing your names like this. It's just a little too difficult sometimes. Oh, he's gonna spot that barricade coming in, opening coming in from Korok. That was onto the art gallery. Yeah, that was art supplies. Yeah. So we're seeing Korok find his way back and reassemble with Mr. Reborn, as Ninja Freak is getting a little too excited. He's gonna be having a little bit of a solo time with the painting that he's gonna be staring at right now, as there is no other attacker that he can find. Not right now, and that's stairway. True, making his way up through the 90 hallway. He's going to be making his presence being felt as the drones are being dispatched as well. And look at that push coming in from the side of Phoenix. Such a well-coordinated push as Korok. He's going to be right down below the 90 hallway, and the push is imminent. I mean, at this point, they are surely making this happen. Shot effects with the Nomad charge is going to place one of them on the red stairs as well. Drones are coming in and out. Infernus making his way through this hallway. Everybody, that's a 4 stack onto the landing area. Not even sure where the last attacker is. That is going to be Hypertishi on the bedroom door, and one Nomad charge does get heard out. True is going to be on his mission to get that cap cannon, punish him, but at the moment he will be falling back, and so much is happening. Rats is going to pick out a kill. Meanwhile, that is going to be onto the Thatcher, I presume that was. Yes, that was, and he's just going to fall back, as we are seeing Reckoning Esports go for another quick rotate down below, as they want to make sure they get that advantage against the attackers. Korok making his way up. No captain charges being blown off yet. He's going to be waiting here in patience. He does hear out the IQ, but he's going to miss his shots, and the IQ is going to be the victor of that. Meanwhile, Reborn is going to leave the game, as we have a 3 versus 4 established for ourselves. Meanwhile, make it a 3 versus 3. Vortex is going to step up with the Jaeger play, and he's going to try and land his shots, but he's going to land the headshot as well. What a flick coming in onto that Nomad. He tries to get the third, but not enough. Refract comes in. 2 versus 2 now. C4 goes out as well. 20 seconds left on the board. Ninja Freak is going to go down. It all comes down to Rats. In a 1 versus 2 clutch situation, he's got to make this happen if he wants to put the match point on board for his team. The Nomad shot is going to catch him off. He's still peeking this. White doesn't know if somebody's prone there. Now he does. And he's going to come in with the white peek. He's going to get that. It's a 1 versus 1 now between Mechhawks. He's going to be so on. He gets it. Rats with the triple kill clutch. And the match point goes to Reckoning Esports. The Bandit is not stopping with his MP7 in hand and the counter defuse. And Reckoning Esports proceed to match point. Oh boy. What a round from the Bandit.
What a play by Rats on the Bandit. The quick peek exposing Hibana's position as she tried to get the headshot on to the last defender, giving away his position. And the 1v2 counter defuse clutch coming out from the side of Reckoning Esports, as we're going to be moving into a very quick rehost on the 6-1 match point for Reckoning Esports that we just saw them take. As yep, there we go. All the players have left the lobby, and we're going to be coming back from a quick rehost on this match. Stay tuned, guys. More siege action on the other side is going to come. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from the rehost for the game between Reckoning Esports and Phoenix on round 8 here on Villa at the WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. The score stands for in the favor of Reckoning Esports 6-1. The lead is real as they are now on match point and they will be looking to close out this game nice and quickly on this defensive round. And with that being said, we're going to see them go on to dining as they don't even want to try to go towards Aviator Games. And Korok, he's just going to use the Clash for a 6-pick bamboozle going into the Pulse. As unfortunately for Phoenix, after winning that first round, they have not shown up at all, pretty much. They've been completely taken to the
Attackers
cleaners.
need to locate
And
and
Reckoning
defuse
Esports have, they washed them through, right through the washing machine, and okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. That I tried to sort of move with the flow of that, taking them to the cleaners, the thing, and then I just took it too far. So I apologize. That was a bad joke. Moving on. Now then, with that being said, of course, we have for the side of Reckoning Esports, we have Ninja Freak on the Goyo, Rats on the Jaeger, Vortex on the Valkyrie, Reborn on the Alibi, and Korok on the Pulse. For Phoenix, we have Hypertushi on the Buck, Shot Effects on the Nomad, Infernus on the Hibana, and True on the IQ, and Macox on the Zofia. I stumbled a little bit there because on my screen I could see the Jaeger that was Rats trying to put down an ADS while also trying not to completely disrupt one of Alibi's Prismas, as Hypertushi is going to be playing at the pantry window angle, and will he find one? Oh, what are you doing? Reborn is gonna waltz by that window 3 times and get taken out on the third, as the kill is confirmed by Hypertushi. That is a very early round drop from man drop from the side of Reckoning Esports. They're not going to like that a whole lot, as Korok is going to be using his cardiac sensor to find operators on the bedroom balcony. But of course, the IQ also knows where he's playing, and the ping and intel is going to be traded out to both teams, as the bedroom push is going to be coming out from the side of Phoenix as they try to get the roam clear through and over for themselves. But it's pretty much a turtle hole from the side of Reckoning Esports. Pretty much all of them are sitting inside a site for now. Rats is just lurking around the kitchen door in the red carpet hallway. And that is about the only little bit of outside site play, I would say, as their pre-placed C4 is going to be spotted. It's taken out as whoever that was knew that there was an IQ trying to shoot it out, and decided, you know what, it's better to have it be blown up rather than shot out early. As Rats actually is going for a big roam play here. He knows that there's the Nomad there. He's going to try and light up one. He gets one kill onto Shot. That is the Nomad. There we go. The kill is confirmed as he's going to pull back onto the stairs for the time being. Hold off and try and get more kills for his team while waiting for Phoenix to push onto him. Vortex, in the meanwhile, he's going to be playing inside of Astra Michels, and oh no, the Jaeger peeks away at the wrong time, and True will refrag onto Rats, making it a 3v4 that Reckoning Esports have to play in. Hypertushi is very late, but Infernus is going to drop Ninja Freak in the meanwhile, and that's a big kill as the Goya's off the board. One of his shields is also popped, and it's now a 2v4 that Korok and Vortex have to manage. The shots are being fired from the bedroom hatch, which means that the Pulse won't be able to play at the time being. His C4 has been expended as he looks to try and make this play happen. Vortex, he's going to be looking onto the upper floor balcony as the drop comes in from the Buck, and the Valkyrie hears it, and the kill is confirmed. There we go. Vortex takes on Hypertushi. Korok takes one. Can he get two? He goes for the peak. He's actually outside of the map, going for the rotated bike stores, but there's somebody here for him, as Mocox will finally confirm, and it's now a 1v2, all down to the Valkyrie of Vortex to try and confirm. He's running around on the top floor, which means that the attackers probably know where he's coming from, and he's going to have to go for this drop any second now. Drops through the hatch of bedroom, making a lot of noise in the process as the IQ rotates out from the small window right there. He'll be peeked and taken down. Vortex is now manning for the clutch. It's a 1v1 as Mocox is hitting inside of kitchen. He is on the Zofia with that M762, just holding to make sure he gets the kill, and he knows that the Valkyrie has pushed in. Vortex is going to go for a big counter defuse. No, he's sticking it. Does Zofia know what's happening? Probably, yes, he does, and Phoenix will shut down the Valkyrie, trying to go for the counter defuse. Unfortunately, Vortex had a bit of a wrong idea to try and stick it. But with that being said, of course, Phoenix keep themselves alive by winning round 8. Match point still for Reckoning Esports as it is now 6-2. All right, so 6-2 in favor of Reckoning Esports. They still sit on the match point, and they will definitely be looking to make this round the last that both teams play on the map of Villa. Because let's be real here, we've brought up the Vector Sports versus Never Diamonds game twice now, and both times we've mentioned how going on the lead 5-1 or 6-1 in this case is great, but also Reckoning Esports, they don't want to pull a Never Diamond, so they're going to be looking to make the best of the performers that they have at hand, the players that they have at hand, to win out this round. This is of course round 9. The round counter isn't being shown because it's match point, and that is what the giant banner on top of our screens is going to be saying for the time being. So I just have my written down data to go off of, as round 9 is now in play. Reckoning Esports, they're back in the first floor dining. They really don't want to go to Aviator. Makes sense because Foxy way back in, I believe that was week 1, told me how the team plays, and Reckoning Esports don't like to go Aviator, excuse me. They like to go to Dining and Kitchen, and makes sense. Dining and Kitchen is a pretty solid site. You have the Jaeger from Reborn, you have Korok on the Bandit, Vortex on the Valkyrie, Rats on the Meat, and Ninja Freak on the Goyo. A great solid lineup to hold down this defense, but Phoenix on the meanwhile, they've got the Buck. They've got the Buck from Hypertissue, shot on the Nomad Infernus with the Hibana True, bringing the IQ, and Macaques manning the Zofia. Which of course means they've got lots of vertical potential, as they were anticipating this site once again from the side of Reckoning Esports. The push onto offices has already happened. Shot is in here in study, and he'll be air jabbing off the main stairs, excuse me, as he's going to be joining for himself a one-man on a mission right here in the second floor. As True is repelling on the astronomy window, Macaques is going to be pushing into bedroom. Hypertissue probably going to be going into bathroom, as Reborn is sitting right by the pantry door to try and find a kill for himself. IQ with the RD scanner, he's going to be looking to find all of the meat jammers, the Valkyrie cams, the ADSs, the bandit batteries, you name it, she's out here to try and find it. As Hypertissue is going to be establishing vertical lines of sight for himself to play with, forcing the Jaeger to move out for the time being. A C4 comes out from somewhere, but not connecting, as that was a breach charge, I believe, from one of the attackers. Rats is trying to play vertical right here, and that might not be the play, because Phoenix on vertical have been pretty good so far in the rounds that they've won. But no, the main stairs is going to be where Shot gets taken down by Ninja Freak. The Goyo with the Vector cleaning up on the Nomad, and that's a big one, as Vortex runs through the fire and the flames. Korok, in the meanwhile, he's going to be sitting in Memorial Room, peeking the door into Red Carpet Hallway from Astronomy Stairs. As shots are fired, Vortex takes a little bit of damage, and Ninja Freak on the Vector, he's just firing shots willy-nilly to try and see if he can find a random floor bank. Hypertissue on the block, he knows where Rats is playing. He's going to damage up the Mute quite a bit, as Vortex is going to take down Infernus. That's the Hibana off the board, and that's another big one. That means the hard wall inside of Laundry will not be broken. That is the wall, of course, that was used by Phoenix to make the rotate that they used to get onto site for the plant, and that rotate will no longer be a thing, as the IQ is on terrace right now. He's going to be fighting a defender, but True is going to take a lot of damage playing against the Valkyrie. Vortex is on half HP himself, but he won't be claimed for the time being. Buck opening the hatch on top of Rats right here, might be able to get the kill onto the Meat, who's sitting there with the SMG in hand, as Macaques pushes down the red stairs onto the main hallway. Shots are fired by the Bandit as Hypertissue goes down, but the Valkyrie's on the camera. She'll be taken out, but the refrag happens, and Reckoning Esports drop bodies left, right, and center, and they secure Villa right here, winning round 9, taking the map 7-2. What an end of game play right there from the side of Reckoning Esports, dropping bodies left, right, and center. As soon as the Buck was down, the floodgates were opened, and the kills came rushing in. And with that being said, the scoreboard that we have on screen, it's not the best, the match scoreboard that is, because the kills are, of course, only post rehost. So, we only have that to go off of. All of the data is being compiled in the background as we are going to be moving off the second game, the second stream game of today. That was between Phoenix and Reckoning Esports. Well played to both teams. Phoenix taking the map 7-2. But don't go anywhere, guys, because we've still got one more game coming up after this, and that is a big one. Sun Asia Esports versus Never Diamonds. Don't miss it, as we'll be coming back very shortly. I'm Blackjack, and this is Foxy, and we are here on the caster seat.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear gaming monitor.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear gaming monitor.
Everybody, welcome back to the WD Black, the Esports Club League, and we have a special interview with the captain of Phoenix. Hi Pradushi, how are you feeling this evening?
Thanks for having me, man. It's feeling good. I'm feeling really nice now.
You've been the MVP of the Division 2, topping the leaderboard there after 2 weekdays. How has the performance been so far?
It's surprising for me to actually top the MVP leaderboard because I was just doing what the team needed.
Right.
We had some tough games, as you know, but we pulled through as a team, and I'm pretty happy with how we have performed in the last 2 weeks.
Right.
And
All
looking
right.
forward to the last play day.
So who does Phoenix consider its toughest opponent in the league, at least in Division 2 for the moment?
So in Division 2, there are a lot of good teams: Sun Asia, Vector, Never Diamonds, and Reckoning. But for us personally, ND has been a team we haven't been able to jump the hurdle with.
All right.
Whenever we face them, the matches have always been close, and they have always gotten the edge on us, be it in frags or in anything else.
With this round robin group stage format, did that help in laying a game plan for the Division 2 climb? Because now we see Phoenix topping the leaderboard as well. So how has that, the league format, helped you specialize your game plan?
The league format has been really good. It helped us see where our weaknesses was, and not only that, the fact that most of the matches are being streamed helps us understand how the other teams are playing, so we can prepare beforehand by
Right.
using the bots and counter-strating them. Obviously, on the match days things change, but as of now, it's been more or less to what we expect from the other teams. So that's actually helped us get the edge over them.
What's your outlook on Division 1 teams, and will we see Phoenix in Season 2 getting promoted to Division 1?
So the target is there of going to Division 1, and the Division 1 teams are playing really well right now. Most of the matches are very close. We have scrimmed against a couple of the teams in Division 1 as well, so we know that we can give them a good fight. So let's just hope that we get through the last 2 play days and we get through Division 1.
Any message for your supporters? Anything you want to end this conversation on a good note?
It's been nice seeing all the support for Phoenix, be it in our Discord or be it in the YouTube channels. And I really hope that we make it to Division 1 and we can keep giving you entertaining matches, and we have your support throughout.
Alright, thank you Pradushi for joining me for this amazing interview. Really good insights that you provided us. So that is it guys, your top MVP after the week days 2.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. I'm your host, Blackjack, but I am the bearer of a little bit of a sad news, as the last game that we had scheduled for today, that was Sunasia Esports versus Never Diamonds, has been moved to be played offline, as in off the stream. It will be played still, and the results will be updated on all of the socials and the standings tomorrow, but it will be played off stream because we've had some difficulty with the players. Some timings have messed up here and there. So, just to make sure that no hitches happen for the players themselves, we'll be moving this game off the stream. So, unfortunately, that is going to be all from me and our beautiful co-host and admin Foxy, as we will see you tomorrow for Matchday 6, which is the final match day of Season 1 for Division 2. Stay tuned.